and sit down.
Hey guys, this is Andy from Big Mech's Workshop. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how I paint our woodland bases. These are the ones we make ourselves, so enjoy. Please be kind, this is my first video tutorial of any kind, so it's probably going to be a bit odd. Right, simple as, it's a quick and dirty one. I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs. There's not a lot of colours needed. I'm only using 8 on this. I'm going to start out with Vallejo model Dark Earth, and that's just going to go all over the cast itself, just to give it a base sort of natural effect over the surface area. Okay, and it's literally just get it coming through, and just keep a nice even coat over the model. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular, just get it all over it, and it's just going to give it a nice base tone, a nice natural base tone, because it'll allow the colours to blend well with each other when you finally get the top coats on. Now, as you can see, I started off with a black base. It's just my personal preference. You can base whatever you want. Because it's such a sort of a woodlandy sort of scenery, just be careful that you get all the overhangs, because there's all kinds of nooks and crannies knocking about. And that should do it. Okay, this is a couple of minutes to dry. The next step I'm going to do is burnt umber. Again, it's Vallejo Model Air, and that's going to go into the sort of recesses and do the sort of generic sort of woodland sort of colours. So all the branches and all that sort of stuff. It'll also add a little bit of depth to the lighter areas as well. And again, nothing fancy. It's just get it on there. You don't have to be excessively neat at this point, and try not to get it on your thumb like I've just managed. And again, just make sure you get underneath. And it's just going to add a little bit of extra colour into the overall effect. And there you are, that's that stage done. Okay, the next part is using gunship green, once again Model Air Vallejo colour. Now, I chose this one for no other reason than I'd not used it, and it seemed to look pretty good for it actually. As you've probably seen on the photos we've taken on the pre-done ones. Any sort of dark green will work. This was just a matter of personal choice. Okay, and you just put this over the areas where you think would look sort of foliagey, sort of grassy, that sort of area. Again, the beauty of this sort of style of paintwork is you don't need to be massively neat. Now I'm doing this with an airbrush, using if you could do it with a standard brush, if you don't have access to an airbrush, just make sure that the layers are thin so they sort of blend into each other nicely, and you'll wind up with a very nice overall effect at the end of the painting. And it really is as simple. You just some nice thin layers over it. Now that looks really bright at the minute, and so it looks quite alien, but when it's all done and dusted, it'll actually mute it down really nicely, because we've got a couple of dry brushes to do after we've done the last bits of stonework, which are coming up next, and they're going to be used in German grey. I don't have an airbrush version of this. It's a German grey. It's just a standard dark deep grey. Looks really nice for rocks in my opinion, and there's only a couple of rocks on there, but it just adds a little bit of extra dimension to it. Takes Just takes the sort of the natural colours just to another level, and just adds a bit more variety to the fig. Okay, now simply just going to get the grey and just get it into the rock areas. Make sure you've got decent coverage. Again, not totally matter if you're going to be 100% neat on this bit. I never am, so I wouldn't worry too much. Because we're going to go back over it with a little bit of a flat, little bit of the dark earth, just to bring it all together a bit, and add a nice little sort of a bit of a blend, for want of a better term. There's probably an actual term for it, but I'm not very good at sort of wordy type things. So once again with the dark earth, just a little bit of a top up on the base, just to give it a bit more of the sort of brown look, which is missing right now. And all that does is just it brings all the colours together. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just going to bring the colour back together with a touch of the dark earth, if I can get it to work. Yeah, there we are. And just keep it gentle. You don't need a lot. So yeah, now I can get the green on, the brown on, and just get a little bit of a light coat. There you are. That's the first half. Next bit is dead easy. It's just dry brushing, so nothing technical, nothing fancy. So, onto the dry brushing. Now it's all dried up and everything. I'll start off with the green. It's Elysium Green is the first dry brush on it, and that just goes over the green areas. Nothing fancy. Again, I'm not going to teach you to sort of get, 'cause I'm guessing you've all seen tutorials on various different techniques. And that just picks up the detail on the base itself, just to give it a bit of life. The next one is going to be Flat Earth, another Vallejo model colour. There we are. And that's going to be on the wood effects. Now, if you've noticed, I've only done one highlight on the green so far. That's because they're both getting the same top highlight. This is just for the wood. Now, obviously, it's starting to do the highlight, so you need to be a bit neater, even though it's a dry brush, which is inherently a messy business. That's the top. That's the first highlight on the wood bits. Already done. Next is Desert Yellow. Another Vallejo colour. I tend to use Vallejo over GW simply because you get more in a pot, and I'm tight. And this is going to be the top highlight for the green and the wood as well. And what all that'll do is just bring it all together. Apologies for any dodgy camera work here. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done any kind of tutorial, so you're probably going to get all kinds of dodgy camera angles and things going on. Well, that's effect what you're looking for with the Desert Yellow. Now you can probably see the two greys in the background. That is obviously for the stonework, and again, two very quick dry brushes for stonework, and you are done. So this is dark sea green. This and then the last coat on this is pale grey blue. Again, you could probably get away with something like along the lines of Ultra and Grey if GW's the range you've got. And just keep it nice and gentle. You don't have to go excessive amounts. See, they're far too much. If that happens, all I do is just rub it off. And there, my friends, you've got it. One painted woodlandy base. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, say so. Share it please if you can, and comment and criticisms in the bit at the bottom. I have no idea what we call it in the commentary box. So if you've got any questions or got anything you need to say, okay, catch you later guys, see you soon.